Today, I'm going to be talking about the tiger. I know, it's pretty stylish, the hat, right? I like the hat. I like the paint in the hat. It's kind of fun. Sometimes I take it off. So this is a rant. This is me just talking about, this piece of art. My thoughts for today. How do you, as an artist, keep motivated? It's like you're in bed, you don't want to get up. You don't feel motivated to go out and create something. My God, you've done enough. Do you always have to be on? And that's an issue, if you're working for yourself, if you're creating art, maybe you're just doing it as a hobby. It's also okay. You don't have to do it as a profession. But if you're doing it as a hobby, how much is enough? When does it become an obsession? Sometimes you just have to say, screw it. I want to see how that wall feels. Maybe that wall's not as thick as I thought it was and I'm gonna bust right through it. Because if you're not really trying different things, be honest. If you're trying something that is uncomfortable, there can be quite a lot of people that don't even like it. Yep, it's true. They might not like it. They think, oh my God, what is that? I don't understand it. Who would want a painting like that? Or who would want, I don't care what you want, a sculpture. Oh, that drawing, the poem you wrote, the great book you're writing. I don't like it. That's okay. You're here to do what you're supposed to do. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Be like the tiger. Pounce. Attack it. Relax when you need to relax. I think it's important, I think it's important to realize that us as creative people, you don't always have to be on. You can turn off. It's totally okay. Now, it's a fine line between dreaming about something the whole time and actually doing it. You have to do the work as well. Because sometimes it's not always fun. Sometimes there's fear of starting something. You just sit there and don't want to start, or waiting for the perfect time, waiting for the perfect moment. The perfectionism of it all never really happens. So there's always an excuse not to do it. So sometimes you have to power through. But I guess my main point here is, if you want to be lazy, just be lazy. Accept it, enjoy it, be okay with your laziness. Make a plan, do your stuff, do your work, show up, do it. But you know what? It's okay if you screw it up. It's okay if you don't follow your plan through. It's okay to fail. It's okay to fail spectacularly. I have failed spectacularly. I will fail spectacularly. I've done wrong kinds of work in my life. I've done businesses that did not succeed. I've done businesses that succeeded. I've created art that was awesome. I've created art that was hidden under my bed. Sometimes I need downtime for myself just to do nothing. I like to zone out. Some people tell me every morning at 9 o'clock, inspiration hits because they show up at 9 o'clock and they start working. And I get it. But sometimes you just have to turn off, and it doesn't have to be a vacation. Sometimes you just have to sit there and go, well, God darn it. I'm not getting out of bed this morning. I'm gonna sit here for another extra hour and just thinking nothing. Maybe I'll be looking at some YouTube videos, watching a show, or reading a book. I like to read a lot. These things have to be in your life too. It's your life. Don't let anybody tell you, you do this step and this step and this step and this step and step, and that's the way you succeed. It's just simply not true. And I've talked about it before, getting a feeling. I like to paint intense, beautiful chaos. A moment in time where it's just you and your work. This tiger painting, it's already going to someone's house. It's gonna be hanging up in their living room. It's pretty awesome, right? And I like doing animals from time to time when I paint. I don't know how you are about choosing your motifs, what you want to paint, what you don't want to paint. Do you even care? Me, I like to switch a little bit. I don't think you should be hammered down into one direction. You're known as the horse painter. Me, I like doing lots of things. I like doing animals, and I often tend to do animals that I just find interesting. Right now, I've been lately in this whole like attack, roaring. I really like to play here, the oranges and the white and the purples. They all kind of like go into each other here. And the penetrating eyes. It's got a lot of movement in it. It's kind of like life, you know? Life is all about movement. It's about attacking when you have to attack. It's about being passive when you have to passive. How do you guys choose your motifs? Do you paint in a certain direction? Do you only paint certain things? Personally, paint a lot of dragons. I do sketches every day where I don't even like to think about what it is. I usually just search for a photo online and sketch whatever I feel like. It's about trying new things. And this tiger here, I like to try to feel my paintings. My whole body is part of the painting when I'm painting. How do I get into this flow, this feeling, this moment where time just evaporates? You know, like 5-6 hours later, you quit painting because your back spasms. I've been there. The tiger. Rawr! I like the whiskers, the work here in the whiskers. They're very nice. You know, I like to sometimes scratch into the paintings. I like really thick paintings, you know. I like it here. It's really raised, you know, it's all raised. When you're really close to it, you almost don't know what it is. This is exciting for me. Let's rub your hand against it. I mean, people say, oh, don't touch a painting. It's horrible. And I probably wouldn't touch someone else's painting, but, you know, my own, I like to touch them. I don't pick at them, but I like to rub my hand over these on my works. Why did I want to paint a cut tiger? What was I thinking of? I was thinking about speed. I was thinking about ferociousness. I was thinking about movement. I was thinking about chaos. I always think about chaos. Does everything have to be chaotic with me? Probably not, but I do enjoy it from time to time. I really, really love the eyes. Getting ready to attack. Pouncing. You know, it's almost makes me nervous when I'm looking at it. What does it mean? Is it masculine? Is it feminine? I don't know. Painting, I usually do an underpainting where I, you know, do like a burnt sienna. I like to do burnt sienna because I think it's a warm color. You know, once I get like a nice feeling of how the painting is, just start slapping color on there. Big, thick gobs of color, moving them around. Do the whole form, try to add color wherever I think it's appropriate to add color. Tend to work out the eyes in the middle, and then I finish them up at the end. But at the beginning, it's just like adding color and then getting like the different tones to give it a little more depth. I love using color, lots of it. Tend to stay in a certain range, you know, where a lot of my paintings, you can see they're very similar. Sometimes I fall in love with certain colors. Fell in love with this turquoise here. See, I love it. I don't use a ton of it often. I also love this kind of royal blue look here. And I've been kind of hooked on this orange. These are colors I like to play around with right now. Will this always stay that way? Probably not. Because we change, we grow, the motif changes. Maybe I start painting all in black. Will I paint more animals in the future? Probably. The painting is like more vertical, you know, it's really, the frame in itself makes a lot of pressure in the painting. It's not wide, it's not lazy, it's coming out attacking. Thanks for joining me today. Thanks for checking out my painting. Thanks for hearing me rant. I know I talked about all kinds of stuff today. But stay motivated, stay painting, stay in the moment. It's your life, you got it, go for it. Thanks a lot. Always cool. Painting a top hat. You gotta dig the top hat, right? Ba, 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 ba. So long.